Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Factory Town, where we have quite a little village forming here. It's quite nice how just by kind of playing the game and building the buildings where you need to, you get a sort of townish looking thing. I'm a little bit short on roads, I should probably build a couple more paths and things around the place. But yes, last episode we got the first bits of our village set up, we got up to building the school, and we researched farms, which is important because we're out of food. These guys here are just stood here. There's also one of them that can't get to the bit of the chute that I told him to get to. I'm going to need to move someone else out of the way. There we go. Oh. He seems to have got confused and is no longer delivering. Do something with the food. Do I have to drag? That's strange. I don't know how to get him to put it anywhere now. I might just have to delete him or something. This is early access. I double checked, and yes, indeed, the game is coming out on early access in a few days' time. So we're not quite there yet. There's little kinks to work out. Maybe that's one of them. Because why can't I just tell him to do that? Yeah, we need to get more food, and it's fairly urgent because our happiness is going to be terrible until we can sort it out. What's the deselect button? I guess telling him to do something deselects. Yeah, right now happiness is pretty rubbish. We've got all these at 0 and these are at 1, and they are at 1 because of the planks that are being delivered. Because there is, I think, one person whose job it is to deliver planks. I guess we could get someone else doing it, or we could get a minecart doing it, and that would make a big difference to things. How's the supply looking? It's got a full inventory as it stands, so we could grab some quicker. Let's get a minecart on that job then. Oh, this one... Oh, he's still going, but he's out of stone. In that case, we should stop moving stone around for a while. I want you to move planks to the general store. And the guy that's doing it right now, oh, his job is actually stone. I don't know how to... I don't want to change his order, but I don't know how to deselect him. I'm going to click on something else. I feel like maybe I... Oh, there we go, Z. Z is deselect. Now I remember. Yes, okay. We're getting back to where we were. But there we go. That is... Oh, it's having to take quite a circuitous route because of the trees. Well, hopefully the trees will be cleared out soon, and that will help. In the meantime, it's going to make things a bit slow. I guess this guy can stay on duty for now. Let's see if we can get our workers to focus on these trees over here. Unfortunately, it looks like I can't mouse over the chute and see who's delivering to it. I've got to find the people actually doing that. But yeah, I can just tell them to specifically go for this bit of tree here. Every time I see one of them going off up this way, you as well. And if they're all working on clearing out that particular tree, that should speed it up a lot. Oh, it looks like I can only carry 2 planks, maybe? Oh, now it's going to there. Why wasn't it doing that before? Was there a tree there? Very strange. Well, it's got a quicker route now already then. That'll help out, and it's going to mean that they get supplied with planks 4 at a time, or, well, maybe 2 at a time if it is the case. There we go, we can get through there now. Yeah, it looks like 3 at a time, maybe. Interesting. Perhaps they had the route all along, but because... Ah, yes, it's whenever someone's occupying it, because, like, it's a one width gap, whenever someone happens to be in that space, the cart changes route and goes elsewhere instead. Oh, it's had a bit of a confusing moment there. Yeah, you see, it's replotted its route because for a moment its path was blocked. So we've got to, like, that's a problem with having a base in close quarters, is you've got to make sure there's enough room for everyone to get past each other, or it all gets a little bit confusing. It'll probably be a lot easier once we have conveyor belts everywhere, because then there'll be less people that can temporarily block a path. So off he goes that way again, because he came through this route, and then someone stood there, so he's like, oh, gotta go all the way around. I see how it works now. Anyway, we should try and do something about food. These guys are now just sat here not doing anything. And I'm noticing that there are actually some food items around here that I've kind of not noticed. Like there's some trees here with pears, and there's all this area here that seems like a fantastic spot for a farm. But I think in order to make, like, farm plots, you need to have the food in storage. So I think I need to be grabbing some food and putting it in the base. Or if not the base, then a barn. I mean, currently we have one not in use. Let's get some of our workers assigned to that. I'm going to tell them to get these pears and put them there. And also, we've got some potatoes here. Gonna order another person to gather those. And then finally, there's some wheat around here somewhere there. I want to grab this bit of grain. I want to send it all the way to the barn. It's going to take you a while, but I think we only need a tiny amount of it to make a plot. I could have perhaps gone for those bits there, maybe. Ah, well, but yeah, the important thing is that we're getting little bits of food being delivered. Well, that's interesting. The storage kind of works differently from... It's just 4 things it can take. It's not like a... It's not like this one where we've got individual spots. It's just got a bar, so maybe it's got more capacity, or maybe it's got less. Anyway, I noticed we haven't actually assigned anything else to research yet. Oh, we can get to conveyor belts super quick, actually. I noticed it costs red coins to do the research, so we've got to bear that in mind. There's also the animal pasture, forestry. We're fine for forestry. Right now I need to clear trees out of the way. There's too many of them. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to go for then. Basic logistics. Let's see if we can get conveyor belts nice and quick. And we should have a... Yeah, we've got a build-up of paper, so we'll have the thing half done in no time at all. Actually, how long is the... Whoops. That's not the button. Oh, hello. I just pressed T, and it's put me in this nice grid view. Interesting. So I can carry on playing this way. Alright, so there's a whole other way to play the game there. I can't remember the science menu. There it is. Oh, it is R. Oh, you just need to not be mousing over a building while you hit R, because then you just rotate the building. We need 40 science. That's not going to take too long. 10 of it's already basically ready. The main issue will actually be the supply of red coins, I think. Happiness still isn't getting up there. The planks just aren't being delivered quick enough, apparently. Oh, I haven't upgraded these buildings. Oh, I see. Do we have any planks in? No. The base is severely lacking in terms of planks. Let's reassign this guy here to deliver planks to the base, because it seems like right now that's not being done. There we go, so we can top this supply up. That should happen fairly quickly, because there is some in storage, and then that means we can upgrade these guys, and then they can be supplied with planks, and they'll be much happier. Also, I need to see how the stone is doing. There's not too much stone brick, actually. I thought there might be more. But we do have someone responsible for delivering it, admittedly fairly slowly, to the general store. And that's our only source of red coins right now, so we need to make sure that continues. But there we go, we can start to upgrade these now. And immediately, yep, they immediately jump up to 1 happiness because there's enough planks to go around for that. Oops. Let's keep doing that till we have them all upgraded. And that's going to give us a lot more capacity as well. We're up to 42 people we can have now. So we can nearly double how many workers we've got. What's that guy up to? Yeah, he's grabbing the planks from there. Seems like they can walk along that shoreline fine, at least. I'm not sure about deeper water. I did never build a bridge across here. I guess they must have got over somehow. And there we go, the final house upgrade. And we could upgrade them with bricks as well, but we're fine for population right now, and we don't have any medicinal supplies we could give them, so it'll just be a sink of our brick supply. Now I notice we've got some pear trees here. Maybe I should actually use these for food. Yeah, let's get this particular guy to deliver it from the pear tree to the food market. And he's right by the market. He literally doesn't need to move. He can just grab and transfer. So that's going to do a really good job, actually, of boosting the happiness everywhere. I can immediately see a bunch of homes jumping up to 2. Let's try and actually get to 16 and hold it there for a little while. Right, how are these building up? Yeah, we've got a little bit of everything. We've actually filled up on pears, and we're on to the next stack of them. Because the pear tree is right there, so it's not taking very much time at all to transfer those. Right, shall we see about building a farm? Let us have a look at how this works. Buildings, farm, and I notice we can build 4 more houses if we so desire. We need 20 planks for it, so we're going to have to wait a little bit for those to be ready. We're at 15, so shouldn't take too long. Let's see how this building is going. It's running out of input. Yeah, it's having a time where it's shut down. We can work on that, actually. These chutes are nowhere near the trees, really, at this stage. Actually, instead of bringing the chute closer, I might actually tell people to start clearing these trees down here, because I'd quite like this to be cut back a little bit, I think. Depends where we want to clear the space. Perhaps here is better because this seems like where we're going to do more industry stuff, maybe. There's a lot of stone around here that we have easy access to, and there's coal over there. Actually, yeah, that's probably better. Yeah, we'll carry on clearing those for the time being, and we'll get the chutes running up to there. So, let's see, yeah, we can't put them there because of the potatoes, but we can just skip that and put them running up to here. Put a corner in there, and that might actually work. That might deliver them, even though there's a sort of branching thing here. Of course, we have to give people the order, I now realise. So please deliver it to that bit of chute. To work out who isn't doing that. You deliver to there. Yep, it is working. So you can merge chutes. That is convenient. Even if you can't split them. That's reasonable that you have to wait till conveyor belts to actually be able to split supplies. How are we doing now? Oh, that guy there. You deliver there as well. Is that everybody? Looks like it is. And yeah, one guy can just literally just stand there and pick up and put down and it goes. That should be much better for our wood supply now. Actually, we've got tons of wood. The rate is actually how quickly we're transferring them. Yeah, it's this guy here. We gotta fire him. Hang on, you just wander off over there. You're no longer needed. And this is the guy responsible for the planks. We want to make a new wagon. Do we have some wheels in storage? We don't. Okay. Worker I just sent off. Where are you? There you are. Please deliver wagon wheels to the base for a little while so we can make a couple more wagons. We'll get there eventually. Where is he? I think he's having a struggle finding his way around. Yep, he went all the way around the chute there to get to... oh, actually, was that him? Where'd he go? There's still nobody delivering wagon wheels. I don't know... Oh, there he is. What is he doing? I think he's walking all the way around. There, you just have to stand there. Gee, I think he had a moment there where he was trying to path around things and everything kept moving, so he just couldn't get there. But he's managed it now, and the wagon wheels are coming in rapidly. And that means this building's running again. Do we have anything running over capacity right now? Because I don't think I want that at this particular stage. No, good. There's even some we could shut down if we wanted to, but then we're pretty fine for our supply of people right now. Up to 17 wheels. And it looks like we'll hit 20 and then we'll be done with that. Anyway, let's actually make some of the wagons. I mean, we only need the one at this particular moment. Okay, wagon. Plunk it down right there. And your job is to deliver wood to the lumber mill. We could have the wood going directly to the lumber mill, I suppose. That probably makes a little bit more sense. But then it's good to be able to just like turn it off from time to time. Looking at how much wood we have in storage right now, I think we won't have any problem with our supply. Is this working? It seems like they're having a bit of a struggle, perhaps. Or oh no, it's just filled up the supply of wood already. Now it doesn't have to do very much, and for some reason they're able to clip through each other. I'm not going to question it because it makes things easier for me. So that should be much better for our plank supply now. How's happiness? It is at 13. We're not fully there. What are we missing? It is planks. How's the plank wagon doing? It's just sat there not doing much at all. I suppose because the planks are being delivered to the base, really, they should be getting them from the base. So let's say it does that, and it might mean that it takes more than we want, but it seems like it will travel slow enough that it won't be a problem. Also, I noticed that it is 4 it's carrying. Just the way they're stacked makes it look like it's like 2 long planks. Up to 14 happiness, and we should continue to go up from there. We're fine in terms of food anyway. Our 1 pear tree harvester is doing a fantastic job. How is the research doing? We're getting there. What's holding us up? I mean, it's the log supply. The workers are having to go a little bit further to get them now, it seems. So let's slow down their work. We could get some more on that job. Let's double it up. So you, trees to the lumber mill, trees to the lumber mill. They'll help cut this back and make it easier for us to access our farm. Because right now I'm struggling to find a spot to put it. I guess we could nestle it in there, or we could have it jutting out onto the water a little bit. We could delete some of these tiles to make the space, but that's Seems incredibly wasteful. So, back to this. Building, farm. Oh, now we need stone bricks, and we've run out of them. Okay, who's our stone brick guy that's delivering to here? Because we don't want him to be doing that anymore. Is that him? Yep, I want you to stop your work. Just stand about there. It's fine. Oh, and this is all filled up now, except for wheat, of course. So these guys are just sat here unable to do anything. Yeah, the barn doesn't give much space, so you kind of have to rely on the base. Unless you just take them to the food market. But I want to keep this in reserve because I want to make crops out of it, as I think I can do. And the problem is that we don't have the wagon delivering stone to this place anymore. So we were just going through our supply without restocking it at all, of course. Plonk you down. Please deliver stone to the stonemason. And that'll get things going again. Yeah, it can definitely keep up with demand. It's just a case of waiting for this to work. In fact, I suppose we've got so many spare people right now. Let's just run the thing at 200% for a minute, and then we'll get the supply we need. I believe we need 10. Once that's done, I'll slow it down again. And 10. And whoops, not too slow, not shut down slow. Just one person manning it the most efficient way. Now we can build the farm. So, that's the area it covers, so actually some of this is not going to be used because it's simply not close enough. But yeah, putting it here gives us everything, a little bit of everything. But it's also annoying because it's quite far away from everywhere, which makes it difficult to actually transport the food where it needs to go. We could put it elsewhere and just rely on the plots that we build. It seems like that's something we can do. We can't put it across the river because it simply won't be in range of anything. We have to put it on this side. But we kind of can't. Also, I'm noticing a plank supply issue. Oh, we completed the research. New structure unlocked. One way. Ah, is that a way to specify roads that people can only travel one way down? That would be very useful. New structure unlocked. Barrier gate. Cloth conveyor belt. And as a structure and a recipe. We can research steam power and also intermediate logistics. Okay. Interesting. Conveyor belts are critical tools for automating your town. Place them on a building's output tile and resources will automatically be placed on them, and you can directly feed resources into any other side or level of a building. Alright. So we can get to that in a moment. I mean, with that in mind, maybe we can have this miles out here and just have conveyor belt based transport happening. Or perhaps we destroy some trees, because we have so many of those right now. I just want to make a little bit more space is the thing. Like, if I just... Can I order that? No. I have to do a different kind of order, I think. If I go to build and tools. And yeah, remove resource. It costs 20 coins to do. But let's just... cut out a little bit over here. I mean, I guess I could have cut out some over there. But I've got an idea brewing right now that I've thought of. So, let's try and build it now. We're getting there in the end. Farm, and then, yeah, so I could nestle it back here a bit. What I'm thinking is I have it output that way, and that might be enough time for a slope to raise a conveyor belt up above the crops and get it down to the rest of the town. So, yeah, let's just put it there. New structure unlocked, farm tile. So we could add more of those if we need to, but I think we've got this fairly well covered, to be honest. So yeah, it's producing grain, berries, and carrots at various differing rates depending on how many tiles there are. The sort of thing that I was imagining happening. There might be just standard production times, actually. 1.5, 2, and 3. Either way, it's producing tons of this stuff and it's rapidly building up. It also can take an input of water and fertilizer. Ah yes, as mentioned. Oh yeah, you're supposed to build these on water. Whoops. Ah well. You can select recipe. Ah, so it shows all the other things we can do. So we could harvest herbs as well if we were close enough. Right. So now, let's see if we can make this conveyor belt thing work. So, build. Logistics blocks. Oh, a lot of rail stuff there. Is it structural blocks we want? No, it won't be that. There's farming and mining. That's just showing all of the stuff that can be done there. Pats. There we go. Conveyor belts are in pats. Oh, we need to make them. They're produced in a workshop. Alright. We've got to do that first. In the meantime, let's get a worker transporting anything from here to... I mean, I guess we're okay at the moment. We are actually fine for food. So we can just leave that guy to do it, but I noticed that he's got through one of the 2 pear trees that's there. So we should be ready for this to start supplying the food soon. And of course we need to choose the next research. We might do forestry now. How much research is it? It doesn't actually say unless I've gone blind. Well, let's order it. Can we order multiple? Well, we can. We can just have multiple different researches on the go. Interesting. I'll just have the one for now so we get it done sooner. Okay. So we need a new workshop, first of all. And we need to work out what the workshop needs in order to make the conveyors, because actually we might not have all the possible materials. Like if I select recipe, oh, this isn't the right thing, it's the workshop, right? There we go, it requires cloth. Cloth is made using wool or cotton. So we either need a pasture or we need to find cotton plants. I've got to imagine that there are some cotton plants around the place. Oh, there's gold ore there, nice. I can't actually see any sign of cotton. I feel like I might have seen some before, but it could have been on a different save. Because I'm not spotting any of it now. Ah well, looks like we'll have to go for the pasture then. Can I change research? Because I think that's not what I'm working on. Yeah, I'm working on forestry. Change to the pasture, please. If I can, how do I do that? There we go. Select recipe, animal pasture, turn off forestry. Hopefully it's saved our progress on forestry at the very least. Oh, again, I did that. Whoops. Yep, it's saved our progress, and now we just need 30 research to do animal pasture. Oh, but we're out of red coins, of course. We've stopped supplying the bricks. We need to work out what else can do that, or we need to start supplying bricks again. Clothing does it. Yep, all the stuff that we can't make yet because of lack of research. Tools give red coins. I wonder if we can make any. Let's have a look at the recipes. Tools are made of reinforced planks and iron plates. I don't think we can do that sort of thing quite yet. So yeah, stone brick seems to be the only option. But our stone brick supply is looking pretty good. It's at 95. So let's have, once again, one guy responsible for transporting bricks to the general store. And that'll give us a little bit of an income of coins. Maybe not enough though. Maybe we want to add to it. Because yeah, right now there is 40 research like ready, it seems like. And then we're just waiting on the coins. Our brick guy might struggle to keep delivering because of a little bit of congestion that appears there sometimes. Everyone having to queue up to deliver stuff there. Oh, this guy, you stop. In fact, you join the other one. Let's speed things up a bit. Let's have 2 people delivering the stone brick to the homes. But yeah, let's not have an extra guy delivering planks. I'm pretty sure this wagon does more than enough already in terms of plank delivery. And we don't want to be overly wasteful. We're probably already being a little bit wasteful, but I don't want to be more wasteful with our supplies. Now I realise this chute can get deleted now because there's no food anymore to be delivering. It's a little bit over there, but I don't think we're gonna make use of that really, at least anytime soon. How's it looking now? Now we're up to 8, so yeah, it's sped up a little bit. We got 2 people working on this. Our stone brick supply is probably going to reduce. I mean, we could add more to it. We could have more workers on the task of transporting stone. Yeah, we've got so many people working on wood right now, it's more than enough. Let's get more people delivering stone. I could have them delivered directly to the mason, but it seems like it's a good idea to have... have I given this order correctly? It seems like it's... cannot navigate. Oh, because there's too many people in the way at the moment. I managed to order it then, so we'll see if he can get to his task. There should be 4 people working on it. Yeah, they're mining over there, though. That's not where I wanted you to mine. I would prefer if they prioritize the place that I ordered them to mine rather than the place that they're nearest to at the time that I give the order. Ultimately, we want all of this stone clearing, I think, because it's kind of encroaching a lot on our land. As is that one. I don't like that it fills the river. Ruins the look of it, and it's exactly where I want to put a bridge. Speaking of, we should have a bridge. Let's get that made. I guess it's in paths. Do we just make a path, or is it in structural blocks? There we go, a wood bridge. Let's just put together a wooden one. Run it across here. And let's have it doubled up if we can. Oh, we're out of planks. That was a lot of planks we just used to make the thing. Oops. We should have some more paths around here, actually. Like running behind the stonemasons, at least. And we can also... oh, damn it. I tried to turn the camera, but it doesn't seem to work while I'm in this mode. There we go. Yeah, the button... the hotkey bindings right now are a little bit weird because they keep conflicting depending on what particular, like, mode you're in at the time. Let's carry on running these chutes up to keep these guys working quickly. But of course we don't have enough planks right now. New building unlocked, pasture. Alright. I can order a little bit more, apparently. I guess, yeah, they're delivered in 4s, so you get sudden boosts. Okay, now let's get back to working on forestry, I think. Oh, this guy has run out of pears, so very quickly this is going to start to fail. We could get... we probably need a cart to transport this stuff quick enough. Oh, actually, we can get him on the potatoes. You transport the potatoes to the food market. And is there someone else? You can transport them there as well. Because I want to get rid of these. They're just in the way of where I want to put the chutes. And I've had to have this one path here. I should have maybe had this chute come out a little bit afterwards. But yeah, now we can make the pasture. And that unlocks cloth for us. And that gives us conveyor belts. So, let's see what the pasture requires. And if we have it, it is raw stone it requires. And planks. So we're going to have to make sure we build up a supply of raw stone. Oh dear. Right now, this thing's working as fast as it can to take these away. So I guess for the moment, cancel your work. Just trundle over there and wait for further orders. And we will allow the raw stone supply to build up. And we've got... yeah, we've got 4 people on it, but they're not doing a fantastic job. You move over there, please. And then I'm going to reassign you the job. Same goes for you. Go there. And then start the job there. And then they're all working away at this bit back here, which means they're all delivering quicker. I could start to put chutes in, but they're so close that it barely makes a difference, really. It would just cause problems for people trying to get around. Once you have conveyors, we can have them going up and down in altitude, so we can just have arches that people can get through, and then they stop being so in the way of everybody. It'll make things a lot easier for everybody. Yeah, we built up the stone very quickly. I think we already have enough for the pasture. So buildings, pasture. Oh, we're short on planks at this particular moment. Let's see how this is looking. The supply of wood is fine. It's literally just the rate they're making planks at. We've got 2 different wagons that are taking 4 at a time, so I can see why they would struggle there. Let's overcharge this place to double speed. Oh, we've unlocked the forester and a tree planter. On to the next research then. What does intermediate logistics get us? Sorter, pusher, grabber, splitter, blocker, filter. That's a lot of things. Hold on, I need to see what the actual costs are, because it doesn't show me. Oh, they're all 100. Everything's 100, so it's whichever one I care more about at the particular moment. What else do we get? Metallurgy gives a lot of stuff, including the railways. I am a big fan of railways, but we should probably go for intermediate logistics first. Yeah, we'll go for that one. That's got some important stuff for us in terms of having our belts be particularly useful. Okay, so we now have the planks for the pasture. This is running double speed, so now we're probably easily keeping up with the demand of the various wagons and people visiting. Yep, that's working out fine. In fact, we're doing okay on the actual supply of... Oh yeah, it's this guy is bringing wood in. It's a wagon and a person are demanding lumber, so it's not actually that bad. Or the planks. Still, extra people has definitely sped things up now. Our supplies are looking very healthy. I notice red coins are not building up. We'll need to work on getting our stone sped up. I mean, we've got capacity for people. I should just put more people in. Throwing more people at the problem is something that I can do right now. Okay, pasture. What kind of land does it need? Does it need any kind, or do we just have it somewhere out the way where it can just make good use of all the space around it? It seems like it might be that. We might want to build it on grass. That seems intuitive to me. Perhaps down here is a good place to go. It's got a little bit of water on the edges that might be useful to it. Yeah, we'll go with that. There we go. There's our pasture, and let's see what it can do. So the recipes, it can make egg, or lots of kinds of fertilizer. Oh, but also other things. So it produces multiple things. We need animal feed. Oh, it's made in a grain mill. Okay, we can work with that then. In that case, maybe it should have been closer to the farm. Oops, I'm not thinking about this. I should have all of the food things in one place and all of the industry things in another. But I'm just sort of scattering it about all over the place. But conveyor belts are a thing. We could always just transport it, though we don't quite have that stuff ready yet. So wool is what we want to be producing. And we need water and animal feed. It might be automatically supplied with water. Oh, it doesn't show it to be. So perhaps not. But yes, this grain mill... in fact, you know what? Oh, there's a little bit of grain there. That might be a way of doing it. If we build a new grain mill... got to go into the menu for that. Build a new grain mill just close by. Facing that way, I think we'll have it. I'll rotate this as well, and then I'll have a... Oh, there we go. Select an R. That's how it works. Yeah. So, and then we can have a path running all the way along here to the. Look at that! It made a little walkway there, all the way to the grain. And oh, we can't have it just go down a chute because there's a slight slope here. Curses. Okay. Let's get a couple of workers, one of those, on the task. Deliver grain to the grain mill. You as well. I mean, we could have a bit of a two-chute system where they just put it on a chute and then someone moves it to another chute. In fact, yeah, let's go with that. Let's have a chute running to here, and then a chute running to here, and then into the grain mill. And then this worker actually wants to deliver grain to there, and this worker from... No, it's not allowed to because it's got... What, cannot navigate? Yeah, you can. You can go to there. I want you to move from there to there, but I guess maybe because he's got grain. I'm just going to delete him and try with another one. No, they can't do it. Let me look at the terrain here. Oh yeah, it is a little bit steep. You might be struggling to access it for that reason. What can I do about that? You know what, we'll just, we'll make the route slightly longer. We'll remove that, and then we'll have... No, you can't navigate to there either, but you can stand right here. Why can't you... Oh, can they not take things off of chutes? That might be a thing. Alright, we'll remove them. Doesn't seem to be working as it stands. Oh, that's some grain wasted. Reinstate the path. And have multiple people whose job it is to deliver grain to that chute, and it shortens the journey at the very least. 3 people on that. And let's get a new worker This needs to be given its job. So make me animal feed, and then you deliver the animal feed to the pasture. That could go on a chute as well, actually, but then how much does it take to make? 2 to 1. I think, like, you might as well just walk the distance because of the time it takes to craft the stuff. Oh no, it is building up. Alright, shoot it is then. Oh, gotta rotate it. I won't let me build on that slope because it's a weird slope. Oh, can we have this? Oh, we can have it come straight out. We don't even need a person with this. We can just have the chute run straight from one building to the next. Brilliant. Oh, hold on. Doesn't quite work. We've got to do a bit of moving about to actually get on straight slopes. So go that way, then down, across. Actually, no, not even across. You go in at that point. Remove, shoot, into the side. And there we go, it's just done. We don't even need the guy working on this. And then he can transport the cloth in particular to the base. And it's going to take him a while. In fact, we should probably have a wagon with this particular job because it is quite a long trek. But let's leave it at that. We now have some cloth being produced. And we need water. Hold on, I'm gonna give him that job. Deliver water to the pasture. Let's at least have the stuff being made, and then I'll be satisfied that we can end for today. Oh, in fact, we can probably just have all the stuff delivered by chute to the base. Or maybe to a barn, because the base is going to be slightly too far along. I just think you got to think about automation. Don't just leave everything for people. Anything you can automate, you should. That is always the way. And now we are making wool and fertilizer. So we can transport the wool and make cloth out of it. And then we can make the conveyor belts, and then we are really cooking. But that is where I'm going to end it for today. Next episode, we'll see if we can get some conveyor belts running and get the farm providing food, because these houses are probably going to start complaining a lot about lack of food. We'll see what we can do about it. But with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.